first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. To throw is Breeze. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, Grab that dagger play. Grab that play and just finish them off right now because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Here's Breeze to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Breeze finding Snead there for a Saint 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Snead. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit. Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down. Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Breeze going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking. Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. And again, it's Ingram. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Ingram again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He finds an opening past the 40. And Josh Hill has it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From midfield, here's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They go screen. This is Ingram. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. It's caught by Moncrief. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And now it's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run with Ingram. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
First carry for James Conner. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Prescott now from the 50. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ten yards still left on second down. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast, when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. And again, it's Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. And they just
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Ingram churning. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff to Ingram. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts.
And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Breeze going to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Prescott now on second down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know, in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Breeze is looking to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll get 3.